Alrighty, everybody. I wanted to go ahead and jump into another video here. Um, this came across my feed, and I thought it was pretty sad. Um, Now what I will say with this video, not everything is gonna make it into my final cut. I am gonna go through the entire video, but I'm essentially gonna cut out parts that just don't seem that important to the whole story, just to make it a little bit easier for you guys to digest and not have to sit through every little bit of this video. It is a total, for me, it's a total of 17 minutes. We'll see where it ends up at the end of everything, but I just kind of want to talk a little bit about this. This is a very big issue in today's society, right? Where people tend to shoplift and steal things. Just a lack of morals, in my opinion, right? When it comes to um, uh, how we should, act as a society as a whole. I don't agree with people shoplifting. I believe it's wrong, and I think any normal average person would probably hold that opinion, right? So let's go ahead and jump into it and see these sorry individuals that made poor life decisions, and hopefully they'll get the worst of everything. Let's go ahead and jump into it, and yeah.
In March 18th, 2025, officers were called to a Walmart in Ohio after loss prevention flagged a repeat skip scan crew tied to multiple active theft cases statewide.
Simmons is their last name. We've got multiple out of Waverly. They skip scan stuff at the registers. We got put onto them and ran their card. My boss probably has 20 cases, 15 cases that he's put in.
So anyone that doesn't understand what skip scanning is, essentially what they're doing is they are pretending they've scanned it, but instead of actually scanning it, they will go ahead and just put it in their bag, put it in their cart, right? So they essentially are trying to fool the people monitoring these self-checkouts. And actually, I'll say I think it's probably a big reason why Walmart has stepped away from these self-checkouts, which is unfortunate. I know not everyone was a fan of it. I personally rather not interact all the time with the cashiers, right? And sometimes those lines are absurd if you get a slow cashier. But yeah, this is, I think, in my opinion, a big reason why Walmart's stepping away from these self checkouts. Again, unfortunate, but hey, necessary for a business to profit, right?
And they're over $1,000 from past thefts, and we got a dozen or more items not scanned. I just got to get the receipt, but they're both in there. But that's the rundown.
Are you from this jurisdiction?
Yeah. I've got Aurora pulled up. I can show you where they're in the system, what they've been doing. But we've just been waiting. I had them in the other day, but the handheld was messing up, and it was like 2 items. And I was like, well, we'll wait and get us all in. And this is actually all.
So just from my understanding, they have a couple people. It sounds like they are detaining, right? That they're holding for the officers to kind of do their investigation and kind of go from there. It sounds like they had them yesterday, but they were having issues. So yeah, I'm glad they. What makes a person think, right, that they can go to the same location and do this again? That kind of bewilders me, right? Hey, criminals will, and you always hear this, criminals will always go back to where they know, right?
I go back every time you've been in here. This was $188. This was 50 cents, which is the lower one, $114.
Okay, so these, I guess, right here are the individuals that we're discussing. And yeah, they're naming off some prices that are pretty absurd. What are they stealing that is worth this? I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand that in today's market, right? Things can be pretty expensive, but those seem like high ticket items. Usually these things are locked up.
I mean, there's 20 or more cases that you guys were involved in. I know what you're trying to tell me, you didn't do anything wrong, but I mean, why do you think I was watching it?
20 cases.
This is what, that's why, I mean, they've been involved in 18 events.
Oh,
16 from us so far that's loaded.
They've made the decision to actively go back to the same location 16 times. The title says 17, so I'm not sure. Maybe it was updated or we're informed later. that it was actually 17 times, but in total of 20 times with Walmart. You know, this isn't the only chain of stores they're probably hitting, right? They're probably hitting Target, Save Mart. I mean, they're probably hitting all of the stores.
This one's $201. That's him pushing it out. There's her blue pickup truck. Their total value is $13.56 at the moment.
$13,000. It's the saddest thing. I don't know if this is a California area, because I know California, there's a certain dollar limit that they essentially hit first before they actually can arrest these people. $13,000 and they can get away with it. Crazy. Well, they're not getting away with it, actually. Sorry, but it took $13,000 for them to actually be able to do anything with these people.
And it's all either not scanning stuff at the register or scanning 1, bagging 2, 3. We have receipts, all the photo.
There's still so many stuff to fit in. Like it's going to be 20 or more times that they've been in here.
They do Waverly.
And this one, or just Walmart in general?
Waverly here, Columbus. It was one of the Columbus stores. It was Whitehall or something.
This guy over here acting real ignorant. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been to Columbus. What is that? Where is that? What a moron.
Whitehall? Yeah. Well, it was absolutely you guys. I mean, I'm not making it up. I watched the video.
So we
were with another person there.
What we did was run. We got.
Bro, this guy's expression is it's oh my word. You can't pay me enough to have this kind of expression of ignorance, right? Oh, and the officer's just like, oh my God. Everyone's just, this would be a crazy room to be in when this was happening.
Put onto it my self-checkout host, and she said, hey, I don't think they paid for all their stuff, which is common how this happens. So then we pulled the last 4 of the credit card, ran their name, and pulled up all the...
Did she got cash in her hand? Is that what I'm seeing? Too late. It's too late.
Walmart transactions. That's why we got 1 hit out of Columbus and a couple out of Waverly. I believe on Facebook it says he's from Waverly, but that's how we got their name.
And this guy's really committing to the act here. And she's like, whoa, what you mean? But he's absolutely committed. She's kind of had a straight face this whole time until right now. But man, he's not having it, is he?
I believe it's Heather Simmons.
Well, his old address is Waverly on his ID.
Okay. And then, so we just started watching the transactions, and sure enough, every time they're in, they mis-scan. She'll stand and stare at the self-checkout host. He'll do most of the bagging.
Do what you got here.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we can reference the other cases of elsewhere, and then the court can take that into account.
Yeah, no.
But
All that stuff is completely up to you. We just wanted to
Y'all make sure we put all those together for the court hearing or whatever.
what is it?
I'll make sure you get all those put together.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I've got
How
them all
far back
figured
are we
out.
for this store?
Well, 3 months.
How many cases?
Well, it's got, right now on this one, it's got 1, 2, 3.
If anything, I think this gentleman here might have some kind of background. I'm gonna say, just the way he's at, you know, his reaction is, I mean, more than likely his only thought is that he doesn't want to go away for what he's done. You know, he doesn't want to pay for his crimes, which, hey man, do the crime, do the time.
Does this store break 1,000?
Yeah.
6, 7,
What? He said what?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
When we do
15, 16, 17,
try to
18, 19, counting this one.
especially if you just
And some of them are $27, some of them are $218.
$27? They're stealing stuff worth of $27? What's wrong with y'all? Just pay the $27.
288 or 188
Talk to him. I'll talk to her.
because
So essentially, right, it sounds like They have targeted this particular Walmart as their main heist location, and sometimes they do it together, sometimes they'll do it by themselves. Um, yeah, wow.
We don't have the authority to.
Step out here and talk to me.
Can we get away from all the people?
No, we'll just step out.
Let's go out front. Let's go out front.
I'm not gonna go.
Right there, man. You could tell she's trying to control the situation. Ain't gonna happen, lady. You done messed up. You ain't got no control of the situation.
that far. You can stay right here on this bench. So apparently this is a thing that happens frequently.
I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but how can you record every little detail from a scanner?
Oh, there's
It's
cameras all over.
I understand that, but
She understands it, but I don't think she truly understands it, right? The fact that there's cameras everywhere and they thought they could get away with this is just, it's genuinely hilarious.
I understand that also things can be misscanned accidentally. Not saying it's always, but you can't say that every time we come in here we steal something. That's not even right.
So not that question. I'm not worried about that, right? It's like,
Yeah.
What happened today?
No, I always stand there and talk to people because I know everybody in here.
So
Literally stand there and talk to everybody.
what
Yeah.
was it scanned?
I guess a few things. It was probably some lotion, something, some chicken, some cheese, I guess. But we pay for everything in the cart. Like, I guess.
I get that you pay for some items, but you
we paid for
obviously
almost
didn't.
all the items except for like 8 things. I think it was like.
Those 8 things just unfortunately added up to $1,300, you know?
8
Not
things is
because-
kind of a lot of things. They're
I
not
get
scanned.
that. I get that.
How do you forget 8 times that you didn't scan something?
Well, I think he gets. He said he thinks he confuses someone else's scan when he's scanning his beside
That
you.
doesn't make sense.
I mean, I get that, but at the same
You're
time,
feeding me a
like,
line of bullshit is what you're doing.
not at all. So at the end of the day,
Oh,
no.
100%.
It's every single
You guys
time.
do.
I don't give a shit how much you make.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
listen to me.
That's fine.
Every
I'm
time
not
you,
gonna let you disrespect me.
every time you
Okay,
come
I'm
here,
done talking.
every time you come here,
done talking.
you guys are caught
I'm
not
done
scanning
talking.
things. Okay, that's fine.
It's fine.
Have a step back in here. You're gonna go to jail today, though.
No, I'm not.
Bet.
Says you going to jail today. All right, I don't think so. Well, yes, you will, lady.
Step
What you doing
inside.
back?
Stand up and turn around right now.
No.
Yeah, you're under
No.
arrest
For what?
for stealing.
I didn't do nothing.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Right now, you're being detained. So stand
I'm
up.
not going to be detained.
Okay. Let me verify something just real quick. Today, right now, she assisted in not scanning items, correct?
She's at the register. She's there every time.
Okay. And you said she was looking around while he was not scanning items?
Yeah,
But I talk to a lot of people here. Do I not do videos? I know where everybody
yeah, you do.
And it's every time they're together, they're not scanning items when they're together, and she's doing the same behavior?
Every time.
Okay. You're under
But I
arrest.
talk to everybody.
You're under arrest.
For what?
Stand up.
It always amazes me that people like this think they're going to get away with their crimes when it's 2026. Everything's recorded. I mean, as of the time this was done, looked like it was 2025. Everything's still been recorded. So it's ridiculous to think you'll get away. It's going to get found out.
For theft.
You know, maybe not the first or second time or even the third. Eventually, you're going to get caught.
You cannot arrest me.
If you don't stand up and turn around, you're going to be having additional charges added to your booking sheet.
All right, can I get my stuff to my
Oh,
husband?
yes, please.
But we'll handle whatever we need
Well,
to
there's
do.
a lot of money here. Can you just put it in my purse? Thank you.
Turn around. I want your cuffs, sir. Have you talked to him yet?
Huh?
Have you talked to him yet?
No, not yet.
Beautiful justice.
What's your phone?
Okay. Just keep them separate while you're talking to him. I'll stay out here with her too. Let me know you're done.
Are you allowed to go through my stuff like that?
Yeah, you're under arrest.
That doesn't mean you're on my property. He has it already.
I have the cash. I didn't mean to miss it. Like, honest to God, I didn't mean to miss it.
Right, but you do realize that when
Once, twice, maybe even 10 times, right? But the things that you don't scan add up to $1,300. Nah. You're off by quite a bit there.
you come in,
I get what you're saying.
you went, I missed that plastic thing, I missed the body wash.
But see, when I missed the plastic thing, I knew what I did. I hit it,
Right,
and then I thought I hit it again, and then
Right.
me. It's not like I was just like, hey, you know what?
no, I understand.
I'm gonna steal all this shit.
And it's a valiant thing you're doing, you're a man, whatnot, but I do not believe that she did not know.
No, she
She immediately told you to shut up and stop talking to us when you guys got in here.
No, she wasn't saying that. She said I was talking too much.
I wouldn't be fooled. I believe both of them knew exactly what they were doing. Genuinely. I mean, obviously they said that he had came in by himself and had done the same thing. So it's like, he needs to be in cuffs too. But obviously they got to take their statement first.
Because you admitted to not scanning the stuff. She didn't want you to
She didn't mean it like that. No, she didn't mean it like that, bro. I promise you, she didn't mean it like that. She was just telling me to shut the f up because I was talking.
Pretty much saying she had nothing to do with it. He was the one that missed the items and saying that he knows that he missed them.
Well, they're here together every time. Did you watch the video?
The fact that she said she knew she ain't going to jail today. And he's over here saying, oh, it was 100% him, you know, him on him. Sounds like maybe there's some plans there.
Watch today's video. And then just determine. But she, they're saying that she's like looking out for him and stuff. So, what were the items? The food and stuff?
Yeah, food, pregnancy test, and
Pregnancy test.
only one food was pregnancy test and like a body wash.
I won't share my opinion, what I'm thinking right now, because I think it'd be too far. It'd be too far for people to hear my thoughts on that one.
You have a higher direction cards and cash. But how do you forget to scan 8 items and then do it consistently over 20 times? You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to the store and I scanned things and I make sure I'm doing a thorough job. And it happened one time maybe, but 8 times in one sitting and then multiple times in multiple sittings. It's beyond just a mistake. It's a pattern, and it's shown that you're being thoughtful and stealing.
I understand. But I really didn't miss it.
And on our end, like I said, he puts all the cases, all the videos. We don't say whether you're guilty or not. I'm not. That's the judge and all that. We're just gonna put together the videos and send it in.
Look at that. I mean,
He scanned the cheap one twice.
she just,
Picked up the other one back.
yeah.
I mean, you could obviously tell if they're 2 different things. She'll stack stuff over here, and then he just like bags it without scanning.
Yeah, see, I mean, come on.
What's that?
Well, you pick and choose. It's not always the same thing every time. Yeah, you got chicken that was $10 and something,
I
$4.
honestly missed the chicken. That's $5 that I missed.
Look, you double
I
bagged
did
the
that
corn.
twice. It was on there twice.
Yeah, he got the corn.
Some stuff I
He missed the queso, but he scanned it for wild rice. The cheese is on top of the rice. He scanned the rice for $1 something. The queso is like $4 or something.
I thought I had 2 bags. Of
So
rice.
sounds like what they're doing is putting the more valuable stuff underneath the least valuable stuff and just scanning that top item, not the bottom one. That's another thing I guess they do.
So I had 2 bags of rice.
All right. And then the pregnancy test. I don't know what he's doing with it. He scans the cheap one and then like slides the other one clear over here.
No, I really thought I scanned the first one the first time. If you watch the video, I scanned it.
And like I said, we got like
Watch.
20 some videos
It's
of
gonna
similar
look-
to this.
It's gonna look like I scanned it on the one time.
And then he misses this big. This is one of the biggest items they had. He misses it completely. He scans the Reese's. Well, just because people run it over it doesn't mean they mean to scan it.
I
Because
know,
the
but I
UPC's not even facing down.
I heard a beep, and some of them.
That's what I've heard everybody tell me that. That might very well work in your case, but I have 20 other ones just like it.
I did.
So you really
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2, right? Plausible mistake. Not all of them. I'm sorry. That just doesn't happen that way, right? In my lifetime, I might have, you know, the top of my head, the amount of times I can think of, you know, mistakes I've made, it's literally on maybe one hand, a couple times at most, right? 20 times? No.
really messing up, you shouldn't go shopping by yourself. You shouldn't go shopping at all, yes, because you can't scan it correctly, right? So you didn't even try to scan fruit.
Oh, I didn't. That's my fault. Completely.
And then
Not today.
some of the other cases, it's another similar thing where it would be like the pork chops getting a cheaper one. The other day when they were in, they got some Creole seasoning. It was cheaper than, I couldn't tell exactly what it was. but it kind of looked like syrup or something. But he scanned it twice. And
Seems like it's always the cheaper
it's
one.
like
I got two of the
pretty
Creos.
consistent.
I got Tony,
Right.
two Tonys.
right, but then there was something else in your hand. Look, it might not have been syrup, but it was some kind of bottle. We can pull up the transaction.
And he just said I stole a vacuum. I didn't really.
But it's never the more expensive thing accidentally being scanned. So that's where we are like, okay, that's a tough one.
And 8 times.
And he pointed it out when he came in.
I did.
Times.
Which he was honest, and
I
he's
knew
been
what I missed.
very nice the whole
So she does not want anything to do with this. Oh man.
time.
And I said I would pay for everything. It's not like it was a big deal. I accidentally missed this shit today.
Not a big deal times 20 turns out to be a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. But I did not mean to miss this shit.
I mean, you're to the
I
point
would-
where you're an alert database over all the WalMarts in the local area. Like, how do you do
I
that
didn't
just because you made a
look,
mistake a couple
Waverly, I
times?
didn't steal shit. I had my daughter with me.
But you're saying you didn't steal anything this time too, and clearly.
No, I just told him when I got in here.
Well,
I said I
the
didn't mean
people
to
in
steal.
Waverly
You
put a
got
video on
kids,
there that
too.
shows you doing the exact same thing happened here.
But what did I do?
I'm not gonna go over all of it, I'm telling you, they have proof, or it wouldn't be on there. Their boss isn't gonna let them put it on there if it's not.
I just
True.
really didn't steal anything in Waverly.
No, we can lose our job over
I had a
false
bunch of-
information up, so it's
Yeah.
not worth it. I'll let you
In
have the
Waverly-
food, but it's plain as day. And we're looking at over $1,500 at the moment total.
We'll probably 21 for this today, and then I'll probably send an email to request for a detective to look at all the cases, put it all together for
Yeah.
to have a possible felony.
Yeah, we'll put that in a cooler if you can.
Felony charge for $1,300. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, that literally will ruin your life, right? Harder to find jobs. If you are employed, you're more likely going to get fired. You could do jail time. And he's got kids, which means you could lose your kids. Over $2,300. Oh, sorry,
If you can send
$1,300.
somebody,
Why her?
Which is clearly involved in
No, she's not.
But
involved.
I'm not. Like,
She's not involved.
that's what I'm trying to tell you outside, and you kept getting
She's
smart
not.
on me.
So you
like,
don't want to answer any more questions?
Be quiet.
How am I supposed to
Be
continue my
quiet.
investigation? We got probable
I
cause.
understand that,
Standing
but-
there right next to him when he's
Hey,
not
let me-
scanning
and I
items.
understand that.
I think she's the manipulator and got him to, kind of say that, oh, he's the only one that's doing this. I don't believe that. I believe both of them are part of it.
But I'm
Well,
saying,
as you're
like,
handing them to him.
I don't think the
you know
cops
what
are
I mean?
buying that
Like,
either.
getting aggressive when you
I'm
talk
not being
about it.
aggressive. I'm telling you where my point
It's
of view
weird.
is.
Shut up.
My
Hey,
other cups
listen.
are too small.
More.
They're like the little baby cups.
Hey, more. For real. She had nothing to do with it. Honest to God.
Oh. We have probable cause to believe otherwise, and if the court determines that, then that's between her and the court. That's fine. But we got to do our job, and then they'll do their job.
More. We can't just get a summons today.
Normally I would, but with the history and
I'll
I,
see won't come back.
I understand that, but when they show me a case of $1,500 and you're doing it for 3 months, you rack that up. You're in all the WalMarts of Waverly and here and Columbus.
I didn't do anything. Can we just get a summons today, please? And I will take care of everything in court so I can take care of my kids. That's it. I'm not gonna come back here. I'm not gonna follow nobody. Come to my house. You can follow me to the crib, whatever you want.
Yeah, not with the history of.
Usually begging the cops don't really
I'm not
work.
racking up
I'm not coming back here. I will bring $1,500 back here.
And that's 20 times here, right?
Yeah, that's just here.
So that's not even counting Waverly.
I've never stolen.
And that's in 3
You just
months?
said I stole a
Yeah,
vacuum.
the past 3
I don't even
months.
have a vacuum in my house.
Yeah, we don't even have a vacuum. That's the crazy part.
And then, of course,
we're good.
We good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Be
Yep.
safe.
Thanks.
They keep saying they don't have these things when obviously it's caught on camera that they stole it. What'd you sell it? What'd you do?
Suspect faces aggravated felony theft charges, multiple counts, restitution,
Felonies.
and possible state prison time pending prosecutor and court
Oh,
review.
man.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more content.
Alrighty, what a great video. Yeah, so to sum it all up, right? Let's not steal. Let's not cause issues for ourselves anymore, right? These people, in my opinion, they haven't learned their lesson. They didn't learn their lesson the first time that it's probably been called out to them. They had to be let go, right? They did this over 20 times to the point where now cops had to arrest them, give them felony charges, right? and their life could be possibly ruined from this, over $1,300. So regardless, right? Regardless how hard things could be, in my opinion, they were doing just fine. They didn't need to be doing this. They just wanted to do it. But still, regardless of how hard times can be, they'll be doing this. You know, there's other ways to get around hard times. So thank you so much for joining in, watching this video all the way through. If you don't mind, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and follow for some more of my videos. Thank you so much, and bye bye.